Hey folks, and welcome back. So it's been a few months since the last episode, and about 3 months or so, and there's been multiple reasons for that really. I'll go through them quickly. I'm dealing a lot with hacks on the website. Over the course of late November and most of December, my websites that I host, including my guild website, they were hacked quite a lot over that period, and I spent a lot of time working on those to try and get those back up and running again. When you get through something like that, it completely demoralizes you, and it just knocks your creativity for six. Logging into the guild forums every day to find a message stating that the website was locked down and couldn't be accessed day after day after day, it was just completely demoralizing. It turned out it was a Ukrainian botnet that somehow decided it wanted to take down my website every single fucking day. So yeah, that took a while to deal with. Then as well, I've been fairly unwell recently. Problems with my teeth have led to me being in hospital for a night. I've actually got the tooth extracted, so it's gone now, so I'm feeling a lot better. I've also started a degree over the last few months, and I've been devoting quite a bit of time to that. And it's going to take up quite a significant amount of my time over the coming 6 years, because I've been doing it part-time because I work full-time as well, obviously. So that will be taking up a significant chunk of my time, although I will still be doing videos as and when I can, which is no different from normal really. And of course the other big thing I've been doing as well is playing Warlords. Now, Warlords has been pretty much a mixed bag for me so far. Leveling to 100 the first time through was excellent. It was the best leveling experience that World of Warcraft has ever done, really. It was varied. There were quests, surprise vignettes, rare mobs to take on. There was a lot of stuff to actually get done during the leveling process. Doing your outposts as well in the various zones gave each zone a bit of a different flavour, especially going through in a second alt where you could pick a different building and it would give you a different ability and so on. Getting to 100 though, and actually being at endgame, at the moment, endgame is actually probably the worst it's ever been. It's fairly barren. It's just basically Garrisonville. It's like Farmville with a garrison. You're logging in daily, you're tending to your garrison, you're picking up all your resource build-ups. Be it garrison resources, your jewel crafting resources, your profession resources rather. But other than that, there's not really much to do at endgame at the moment, other than maybe transmog runs or something. But the problem as well is that with everybody in their garrison, nobody's out in the world, or even in the capital cities. At a time when WoW is sitting at over 10 million subs, which it hasn't been at since early Kata, the world feels dead, it feels empty, it feels barren, and it feels weird because you know that there are that many subs back, but yet you're not really seeing that many out in the world or in the capital cities. So it makes endgame at the moment feel very, very, very weird. You know the people are there, but you're just not seeing them because they're all stuck in the instanced garrisons. The problem with Warlords as well is that professions by and large have been neutered quite a bit. They've been blandified, they're all very meh at the minute. My poly main has 2 production professions, jewel crafting and enchanting. Jewel crafting at the minute has no flavour whatsoever. There's no socket colours, there's no socket bonuses, there's no multi-stat gems, it's all just straightforward 35 and 50. That's it. Enchanting suffers from the same thing. At the moment there are 2 types of enchant, breaths and gifts. You can only enchant 4 slots at the moment, and the only enchants you can get are crit, haste, mastery, multi-strike and versatility. That's it. There's no flavour to enchanting anymore either. Plus that and the fact that professions at the start of the expansion were gated. Trying to produce crafted goods at the start of the expansion was a fucking nightmare, because a lot of the materials you needed were stuff that could only be produced by daily cooldowns. Say you needed 150 talidite gems to create, say, a ring, for example. With your daily cooldown, you were maybe producing 10 per day, if you were lucky. So it took 2 weeks to create the first level of ring. Maybe took another 2 weeks to get the second upgrade on that, another 2 weeks after that, 3 weeks maybe, to get the third upgrade. And the problem with that was the produced goods were always lagging behind raid drops and even LFR. There is a 4th upgrade level coming in 6.1, but that is still going to be behind the raid drops. So it's only really useful for gearing alts. That, and also that there's a limitation of 3 crafted items per character. Seriously, it's nonsensical. I mean, it limits you as a crafter in what you can produce and sell on the auction house. Exemplified by the fact that on my server, rings, for example, when the expansion first launched and they first started getting produced, the rings were worth about maybe 20,000 gold. Give it 4 weeks later and you're talking 3,000. That's how badly the crafted items market was affected by raid drops. Because the first tier of normal gear was 655 and the first tier of crafted items was 640 or 630 for weapons. So professions have been screwed up quite a bit in Warlords. Really at the moment I'm logging in to do raids, do my daily garrison stuff, maybe the odd transmog run, and that's not a lot really. That's it. That's all I'm really doing. At the moment, the Cataclysm raids in 25-man Heroic are doable on a tank fairly easily. The only fights really throughout that entire expansion that are tricky are Ultraxion and Madness of Deathwing, and that's purely because of DPS. Other than that, all 3 tiers throughout Cataclysm at 25-man Heroic are easily doable. I'd say 640 gear level and upwards. So for me at the moment, Warlords is really a very mixed bag. There is leveling experience at the start, which is great, but going through it a 2nd or 3rd time on an alt, it gets very bland. And that seems to be a running theme throughout the lifetime so far. I know it's only 3 months in, but that's been the flavour of the expansion so far. Very bland. Lore has been good-ish. The raids so far have been decent. High Mall was pretty good-ish. Blackrock Foundry looks to be better with a bit more variety. It's not all ogres, oi, oi, oi. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck right into Blackrock Foundry, because we only just about managed to clear Heroic High Mall the day before Blackrock Foundry actually dropped. We got through most of High Mall Heroic pretty easily, but Margok gave us significant problems. I'll be putting up a video showing our successful kill on that later today some point. But yeah, Warlords at the minute is, I could take it or leave it. Quite a bit of it. I've been filling my time playing a lot of other games, trying to get through my back catalogue on Steam for a start. I'll maybe throw up some other videos of other games, start doing that, just to fill out the channel a bit, because I do still want to do a guide on Prop Poly and maybe go through some of the other tanking classes, but I have no other classes at 90 at 100 other than my Hunter, because I wanted a DPS alt to play at endgame. But Hunters seem to be very at the minute. I haven't done a great job with Hunters really at endgame in Warlords. I'm actually getting more DPS out of my red spec using my prot gear than I am with my Hunter at the moment. So yeah, that's what's been happening with me over the last couple of months. Dealing with hacking on the website knocked my creativity for 6. It was just demoralising logging in day after day just to see everything down again and again and again. Lob on top of that, the fact that I've been unwell, I've been busy doing stuff for my degree, getting it sorted, obviously playing Warlords as well. So that's been the reason, really. I know it's not great reasons, but reasons. So I'm going to try and get some more content up over the next few weeks, just to make sure that those of you who are still tuning in are actually tuning in for something, that there is stuff there to watch. I know usually I don't like doing tons of meaningless videos. I think those of you that have been watching this channel for a while know that. You know that if I am putting something up, I want it to be worth your while coming and watching. So keep an eye out for further videos. Like I said, I'll be throwing up a video of our heroic Imperator kill at some point over the next day or so. And I'll also be doing up a Prop Paladin guide over the next few days, if I can get time to do the audio for it. That's the biggest thing that's killing me for doing videos at the minute, is actually getting time to sit and record the audio. But stay tuned, and thank you for sticking with me in the meantime, and I'll see you next time.